Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Man, you know what he did? He was pushing 1,000 keys of cocaine out a week. He was pumping that dope. He did 30 years, okay. So he was dumb enough to get caught. He wasn't smart enough to get the money, get out, put it in something, stay out. He was dumb enough to get caught, what you telling me. And the 30 years, they didn't say, hey, every year, we're gonna come check on you and ask you, do you wanna go home today? And he said, no, that. Give me another 5. No, that. I'ma stay another 10. You did that 30 years because them white folks said you had to do the 30 years.
Yo, man, check it, man. Boss Talk 101, man. Make sure you guys like, subscribe to the channel, man. Wack 100 goes in. Hey, man, listen, on Whitey, and I'm going to be honest with you, man. Evidently, something done happened because all of a sudden Whitey becomes a prime candidate for, Wack to expose him being an ex-drug kingpin, but doing these 30 years. And some more stuff jumped up. So I called a guy who I knew could put me up on it and help me understand what's really going down up there on the West Coast, man. My guy, OG PIRU. What's going on this morning, man?
Man, now Detective Rat 100, he done overstepped his boundaries. I know this guy, Whitey, very well. I've been knowing brother since back in the 70s, and was everything he said he is. He was a killer, he was a dope dealer, he was a gang member, and came out and he changed his life. He got a hamburger stand, not a little hamburger stand, but the man takes care of his community. I was down there with him when he gave a Mother's Day and brought all the mothers on the east side, brought them into his building, fixed them dinner personally, gave them roses, did a Father's Day event. He just did a Christmas drive, $100,000 worth of toys. This brother is giving back. This agent provocateur, what they used to call back in the day on COINTELPRO, that they intervene in this. So he starts attacking me. He's on Big Hugh. He's on, I can't say Harry O didn't do nothing wrong, but when it gets to Whitey, he's way out of. Here's a man that talks about somebody that's a drug dealer. Here, I don't even call Rat 100 a man. This little midget, he's calling this man, and he went to juvenile hall for selling crack in high school. Rat 100 did. Yeah. Then he went to the penitentiary for shooting a man with a BB gun. So
wait a minute, OG. He comes out all the time and show where he done did a lot of different dirt. You even said that he was locked up on, I think Chuckawawa, you told me. So he's
on a level 2. He never been to prison. He was on a level 2 yard, got rolled up and went to Soledad. He's a crackpot. He's an imitator. He ain't done nothing on the yard. He has no IBs. He wouldn't even fight. He got into it with a police. So the man is a hypocrite. He's a liar, and he's an agent. He's telling people, yeah, you get on the police force. That's why he's talking about being a cadet, because he's an agent for the police. And when he's talking about Whitey, I'm going to defend Whitey and every other legitimate black mover that's out here. And all of this he's talking about, the only reason he's making diapers because he has to wear them. He's not doing anything for the community. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't done toy drives. He hasn't done giveaway. This little midget I don't even know that he's ever given anything donation to any PIRU that was at a funeral. He's never done nothing for hood. What has he done for the community but cause confusion and start a gang of chaos amongst other blacks? He ain't doing it to white folks.
So you telling me that he ain't never did? Man, come on, man. Wack done had the game. He done managed the game. He done managed Ray J. He done managed all these people, and I know they had to contribute some kind of way.
He's managed them, and all of them took a fall dealing with him too. If he was such a manager, why is he on podcasts?
Well, that's just a part of the movement now.
Wait a minute. A good man. You don't see Jay Prince trying to be on TikTok, do you?
No, he just be on different islands. He be on these islands. He got his own island.
Because he's a real manager. Suge don't be what Suge did do a podcast. He had nothing else to do at the time.
He locked up.
This Yosemite Sam, he was such a failure in the music business. When he started dealing with Baby, then he had West Coast. Cash Money West Coast. Baby told him, nigga, you out of here. And it closed him down, and all he could do was jump over with the police with Adam 12 and jump on.
Wait a minute, OG, let me ask you this. With Whitey, evidently, and, a few other people that have been to prison, they got out, he pretty much, he done spoken on a lot of people that get out of prison, right? And basically, for some reason, he spoke on Whitey. I'm just trying to get this straight. And when you and Whitey, you go way back with Whitey. Were you and Whitey ever locked up together?
Yes, we were locked up together.
So you know Whitey from way back then. But the thing is, and I want to get this part out too, because I always think about this. You guys were not only locked up together, but like you going to do something. I think you said either this week or next week, going to fly in and talk to the people who getting serving.
We're going down to
Memphis, Tennessee.
On the 20th,
during the 20th. Okay.
On the juvenile life that they have in Memphis, Tennessee, giving 14 and 15-year-olds a mandatory 51 years to life in prison for capital murder.
And you say Whitey is also the type of guy that he's giving away different things. Trying to give back.
To the east side, he's impacting the same. Like I said, I don't know Big Hugh from a can of paint. We ain't never talked. I knew him through Captain Shaheed, my captain.
Shout out Big Hugh.
And when I read that Big Hugh took 100 black boys. Do you know how hard it is to find black children in California? There's so many Mexicans. We don't even see black kids no more. He went down and bought them suits, put shoes on, which what the youngsters call church shoes, right? Took them to Beverly Hills and took them to dinner. They didn't know the salad fork from the soup spoon, but he gave them. And those type of little impressions can change a kid's mental drama on thinking about. I remember a lady by the name of Katie O'Hara, a white lady too, took us in juvenile hall and introduced us to plays, and it impacted me in prison. And I always thought about plays, and I thought about Othello, but just that one little taking us out the hood, showing us something else, impacted me. Not that it changed me, but it put me on another level of intellectual thinking.
Okay, but what about Whitey? Whitey does the same thing. That's what I was getting to.
Whitey does the thing. He's bringing back community. Like I said, he just brought all these black mothers in and presented them with roses and cooked them dinner, set them down. Did the same thing for the fathers. Then he had a toy giveaway. Every year he does a toy giveaway. Last year, Snoop, Harry-O, all down on 25th and Central was packed up and giving out toys. He did one this year. I was in St. Louis at the time. But he always invites me, always makes me part of it. Rack 100 has never done anything for no community. I'll sit and wait and show me one time that he's done a toy. Oh, I got diapers and he took one of the other homies and exploited his T-shirt because he don't have any genuine ideas himself. He's a thief. Any idea you got, he take the money and try to make it his own.
Wow. Well, let me ask you this, because I remember seeing there was some that went down over at No Jumping. I didn't really get into it because I felt like, it was something they just had going on. You know how I am about, how people are that come around my spot. But some stuff went on over there. Some people, it was all over the internet going viral where some guys got jumped on. And I think it was ODM Slim. He's come out and said that the guy was friends with Wack 100 is what he said last night.
He don't have.
Said the guy that he was fighting that they were fighting had just left him a day before, bragging on, you know, Wack 100 and being a part of his friendship.
One thing about that, see, that's the kind of coward. He has no friends. He has no loyalties. He will set you up. And now that pale face, Adam 12, is saying he had nothing to do with it. You can't sue him. But he didn't come out and call 911. As long as these blacks is out here doing it, but he's not going to take no responsibility. So this Wack 100, he's the stunt dummy. And they're gonna try to slide that away, but man, these type of things happen. But why is it always black on black in everything that's negative? Wack 100 is always involved in it.
Well, let me say this, OG, and I'm about to wind this down, but I'm gonna ask my people to get in the comments because I want to know if they agree with you, or is it that Wack is not, you know, credible and doing stuff in the community, or do they agree? Well, I'm just saying, that's what I'm asking the people, because it may be some people out here that know they own Clubhouse and everything else with him. So, you know,
well, ain't nobody from Pacoima gonna tell you that.
Well, all I'm saying is the people gonna get in the comments, let us know. Now, you say that Wack 100 had never done nothing for the community, and he's not a good manager, and he doesn't do nothing. He takes away from you know, credibility. Blueface and Game definitely was with, man. I think Ray J was rocking with him as well. But
and here, Ray J, I just read a thing to him. This man that got so low life, he's going with this little girl out of Florida named Snooki, and she got like 19 kids.
Listen, man, I don't know about that, but I'm just talking about Wack 100, man. Let me get off this thing, man.
Wack 100 and the little crew that he hang with.
Okay, well, man, hey guys, get in the comments. Let us know what you think about OG. OG done went off on Wack 100 again, man.
He fuck with Whitey. It's done.
Boss Talk 101, man. Reviews, man.
Where the bosses talk.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.